Okay, give a big round of applause to Eden Yago from cementDAO.
Thank you. Like you, what I'm most interested in is mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. And the reason is that all of these projects here today are going to fail unless we have mass adoption, and none of them can provide any utility to the massive people outside of this building unless we have mass adoption. And that's why I'm concerned, and I think you should be concerned as well, with Daniel. Look at Daniel's face. Daniel doesn't give a shit about you. Daniel thinks we're a bunch of weird speculators or ideologues or scammers. And you know what? He has a bit of a point, because Daniel doesn't want to have something volatile in his pocket. Daniel would like to have something solid in his wallet. He'd like to have a cryptocurrency that doesn't fluctuate 5 or 6% in a day. He'd like to have something reliable, familiar, and easy to understand that he can earn, save, and spend in. And it's for that reason that Daniel and all of the people like Daniel won't be part of what we're trying to do. We won't see mass adoption until we have stability. Which is why this is such an exciting time for all of us. Because our industry has woken up to the fact that we need stability. And there are now over 120 different stablecoin projects. There are new ones announced every single week. And this is awesome because finally we're working on the key problem which is going to help Daniel and the people like Daniel. Of course, this has introduced a problem of its own. You see, more monies, more problems. It's great to have $1 on the blockchain. It's awesome to have £1 on the blockchain. But 120 flavors of the dollar is confusing. 120 types of the pound is unusable. And so what we need is we need to be able to make these different stablecoins fungible for each other, easy to use, simplify the way they get delivered to an exchange, simplify the way they get used on any single dApp. And we need, therefore, a decentralized way of simplifying, rationalizing, and unifying the stablecoin universe. And that is what we do with cementDAO. We're building a way to unify stablecoins and create for many, many potentially centralized stablecoins a community-run decentralized system. So that at the core of cementDAO is the cement mixer. The cement mixer is a smart contract governed by the community into which anyone can, who holds a stablecoin can deliver their stablecoin and have it delivered to anyone else after mutating into the stablecoin that the receiver wants to receive. They can also take a high quality stablecoin, deposit it into the basket, and receive in return the mix token. The mix token is a stable coin represented by all of the different stablecoins. It's not a stablecoin of its own. We're not issuing a new one, but rather we're providing users with a way to achieve stability, not from one particular coin, but from the ecosystem as a whole. So, in order to make this happen, why do we need community? We need community. We need the stakeholders of the stablecoin universe, because we need to be able to differentiate between the good stablecoins and the bad stablecoins. What happens if one of us, let's say Alex over there, who I know and can't be trusted, he goes and he creates a low-quality stablecoin, and he starts diluting the basket by introducing that low-quality stablecoin into the system. To protect against this, cementDAO is run by the community, and the community, through a prediction market, are able to take bets on which stablecoins are likely to maintain stability over time. The people who are best at making those judgments will make the most money, and it's permissionless. Anyone can participate. And so it's a way for us to identify who the people who really understand the space are. And that allows us as a community, to whitelist the best stablecoins and reject the worst ones. So we've also built out a further step. Users can deposit a stablecoin into the basket and receive what is called the risk token, which allows them to earn yield by protecting the other stablecoins. If the other holders, if a stablecoin loses value, it's the risk token holders who take that loss rather than anyone else. And so with one basket, we've provided a way to provide on-demand liquidity on-chain, to provide curation and a certification system, and to provide risk protection for holders. And that's why I'd like to ask you guys to join us. We've got 25 different stablecoin projects who we're looking to work with. We've got several major exchanges who are looking to list us. We have a bank and several more who are in talks with us, who will be issuing their stablecoin directly through the basket, and wallet providers who want to provide simplicity to their users, who will be looking to use us as a way to provide just a USD or a euro and not have to have the users know what is the stablecoin in the background.
Thank you, Idan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We are going to take a question from Daniel.
It's a very good speaker, huh? A stablecoin for stablecoins. Is that correct?
It's an aggregation of the stablecoin universe.
Okay. It's interesting. To be honest, I think you actually answered most of the questions, and that's just what I wanted to clarify. It's a stablecoin for an aggregation of all the other stablecoins out
Right.
there.
So,
but how does a new stablecoin get introduced? Because as you say, there's seems to be a new stablecoin almost every day.
that is an excellent question.
How does that happen?
All right. So, as it so happens, I didn't know this, but this is why we have to think about Daniel, because Daniel over here runs Dx.Exchange, and so the question that Daniel asked is, how does a new stablecoin get introduced? And that is also done through the prediction market. It's a system called Futarchy. A new stablecoin project can stake tokens down, and then the prediction market will create a market specifically to judge whether or not that stablecoin should be introduced into the basket. If it is rejected, the people who are staking lose money. And if it is accepted, then it becomes part of the basket. And that also is part of what drives the value for our internal token, is that you need it in order to become part of the system.
Okay, Linda?
Hi. One question would be, the stablecoin market, as you say, there are a lot of projects, 120.
Yes.
But there's one that dominates.
Yes.
Is that going to be in your mix?
Okay, so I assume what you're referring to is Tether, right? So Tether right now is the leading stablecoin in terms of the amount of stablecoin issued. It's gone from having 95% of the market to 75% of the market over the last few weeks, and we expect that trend to continue. Whether or not Tether will be part of our basket is going to be ultimately decided by the community. We've already had a conversation. We've created a program to allow exchanges and stablecoin projects to become part of the governance of the system now, and to help set the initial standards, which will allow us to launch the system with the first set of stablecoins. And that's when I was talking about traction. The exchanges and the stablecoin projects who are involved in that process as well.
What's the status of your ICO?
So we're not running an ICO. We want to get this token into the hands of the public, and the way the public will do that is not by buying it, but by participating in the system, by participating in governance, and by depositing into the basket. And so effectively the way you mine is by being part of the system and being a user of the system. That aligns the governance of the system with its actual users. We are and have sold tokens in the past, and these are to strategic players. So market makers and exchanges and some wallets have made purchases, as well as one bank. But we're not planning to do like a public sale.
Thanks. And we will take one question from the audience. Yeah. Alex? No? Here?
I just wanted to ask, why did you choose prediction markets? I mean, the problem with prediction markets, when a financial gain is involved, is not really accurate anymore. We can see it with the elections. We can see it, I can use it against hedge. I can use it as a hedge against other investments. I mean, it's not as accurate.
Right. So the question was, why did we choose prediction markets as a way of judging? What's your name? Adam brought up the example of elections or other or sports results where prediction markets didn't manage to predict the result, which is true. Nobody knows how, there's this old saying, predictions are hard, especially about the future. But prediction markets have been more accurate than any other system. They're more accurate than polls. They're more accurate than polls plus algorithms. They're more accurate than machine learning systems. We don't know of any system more accurate in terms of predicting election results, sports results, or financial results than prediction markets. And we're lucky enough to be working with Professor Robin Hansen, who's the inventor of prediction markets.
Thank you, Idan.
And thank you very much for your
you.
time. Please join us.
Excellent. Thank you. That's Idan Yago from cementDAO.